What up, good people? Question. So I was riding in my car today, not long ago, in the rain, and I was thinking, and I said, I want to ask this question. What are some of your dating non-negotiables? And let me clarify my terms. I'm not talking about preferences. Here's what the difference is. A preference is, you're a lady, you like tall, dark guys. I'm dark, but I'm not tall. You like guys over 6 feet. I'm not. I'm 6 inches away from 6 feet. But that don't mean you wouldn't date a shorter guy. You just prefer somebody taller. So that's a preference. A non-negotiable is, I'm not dating anybody that's under 6 feet. That's a non-negotiable. So I want to hear, what are some of your non-negotiables? Are they petty, or are they? I probably shouldn't ask you that, because now you might not be honest. But I want to know, what are some of your dating non-negotiables? And since I went there, I will tell you one of mine. One of my non-negotiables is, I will not, and I've seen this on Facebook. You guys probably have seen it. I've seen it plenty of times over the years, whatever, where somebody will ask, you'll see a post, will you date somebody from a different religion? No, I will not. And I'll explain why. I would not date somebody from another religion because the religion that I'm a part of says I'm not supposed to. Uh, and if you're actually, again, I'll use myself. So if, and I'm a follower of the way, Christian. So Christianity is an exclusive religion, like others. Islam, JWs, there's a bunch of them. And by exclusive, I mean you're not allowed to, the tenets of your faith, you can't, you don't date somebody from an opposing worldview or opposing religion. So if I'm committed to practicing my faith, I wouldn't date somebody from another faith anyway, because I can't be committed to it and then violating it at the same time. And the problems that would arise is the decisions that I make in my life, major decisions, and some that's not necessarily major decisions, are based upon my faith. That's what guides the decisions that I make, how I live, things like that, which I would imagine anybody would, whatever their religion is. So for those reasons, I would not date somebody. That would be a non-negotiable, because if I'm committed to my faith, then I wouldn't do it, because the tenets of my faith tell me that I can't. I'm not supposed to. And then the other thing is, if I'm living my life that way, how do I date somebody who has an opposing faith, and then we come to that fork in the road where we, or here, if you're having a disagreement or an issue in your relationship, and you're Christian, or just say you Jehovah's Witness or Muslim, whatever it is, then you go to your New World Translation, the Bible, or the Quran, and we look and say, okay, what the scriptures tells us, or these passages tell us, that we're supposed to do this, this, and this. Well, if you're of two different faiths, your books are not going to necessarily say the same thing. So anyway, I went all around the world, but that would be my reason for that particular non-negotiable. All right, so I want to know some of yours. What are some of your non-negotiables? And let me say this again, not preferences. And I'm not asking what you prefer. Because again, we have preferences, but that doesn't mean I prefer orange juice. But if I go to get orange juice, they don't have orange juice, I'll get apple juice. I'll get papaya juice. There's a number of different types of juices that I can get, even though I may prefer orange juice. That's just my preference. It does not mean that I would not choose something else. So I'm talking about non-negotiables, where it's something that if this person does this, I wouldn't date them. Or if this person doesn't do this, I wouldn't date them. Those are non-negotiables. So I want to hear what some of your non-negotiables are. And if you don't mind telling why, that would be cool too. Just like I gave you an example, I would date somebody of a different faith, and I gave you the reason why. All right. All right, so I want to hear it. See you guys in the comments. All right. Thanks for listening, and please comment. I want to hear it.